Christmas and have a great 2024. That's when we'll see you guys again. Great 2024. That's when we'll see you guys again. Don't have any of those things, but yours is the only one that has it.
Mine.
Yeah, we're all there. All three of us are going up and down.
Feels weird. It feels weird. Alright, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Start it up.
Did you record?
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit.
Call the train!
Your attention, please.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go!
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greeting.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
Space Mountain!
This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Started. Yay!
We're back. See, we have a podcast.
If I did this intro the way I wanted to do it, you just saw Jonas go, "Hey, maybe." You guys remember that the Christmas podcast where I was like, "Hey, I can't wait to get back next year." You're like, "Hey, maybe." I swear, if I did it right, it went, "Oh, maybe."
With like
black and white, like a black and white, like a black and white fade out.
And that was like what?
4 months ago.
4 months ago.
Today is April 1st. The last time we recorded was our Christmas episode,
Which was December 1st?
First or fourth, I can't remember. It was a weird day, but it was beginning December.
Jesus.
So what happened? Well, first off, what are welcome to
Mousetopia.
Mousetopia. That's right.
So that's the name of the podcast.
It's about it's a cartoon character.
Something with
Theme
Loki,
parks?
I guess. Yeah, I totally forgot. Welcome back, guys. We're gonna call this season 2 since we took a big ass hiatus.
and I remember you said that before, and I was like, technically, when I started, should have been season 2.
For sure.
Season 1 was all original Eric, and then when we came back from
Should we
COVID,
call this season 3 then? And I'll switch it up.
I was saying you should call it season 3.
Let's say season 3.
Season 3.
Jonas and Eric joining the team for sure is season 2.
Yeah.
And then this is season 3. We'll start season 3
Our
now.
triumphant return from the abyss. Jesus,
Where did we all go?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I saw like one of our T-shirts in my closet, and for a second I was like, "Oh, cool!
Yeah.
I have a show."
We do stuff on podcasts. Yeah.
Let's refresh people who jumped on. So, what is Mousetopia? Well, let's introduce ourselves.
All right, we'll start with. I'll start with me. My name is Tony. Teardrop Tony. I started this podcast to bring you guys anything that's related to Disney when it comes to movies, the shows, and let's just talk about the lifestyle of just being a Disney person, going to Disneyland, going to the parks, talking about adventures, cruises, whatever it is, you name it, we did it, or we're gonna do it. It
was. He started with his original partner, we call original Eric, I was a listener. My name is Jonas, the Jedi Master. Yeah. And then, very quickly after I joined the show, after original Eric left, I thought we would need a third, and that's why we brought in Variant E. Variant E. Also named Eric, and he brought in another angle, comics. You know, as Disney is primarily Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel, we made it so each of us could represent a segment of it. But ultimately, we get mixed up. And then part of it is someone is into something that the other two don't like or aren't particularly into, and we share it and we argue against their merits. But generally, it's just us talking shit.
Yes,
talking shit.
The adult version of like us talking shit about Disney, or if we do like it,
Disney
we don't like
podcast.
it.
We can't say that enough. Sometimes we have guests. We call them our different perspectives. Different perspective. Some we could just shout them all out. You know, Stuffy, Herb. Well, our apologies to Herbert.
Apologies to her for not being here today.
Most notably, El Guapo.
El Guapo.
Yeah, who we might call.
Yeah.
I know he's. I told him we're recording today.
We're set up for it. We're set up for it. We can
we'll
talk
find
to him
it
today.
in your segment.
There's a lot going on that we have not talked about. You think about it, there's like 4 months of us not talking about Disney with you guys and talking about like any of the changes that are going on. There is a lot of changes.
I made a list, but you probably could add more to it. But we always start our show with our shout cats.
Shout cat.
Shout cats are shout outs, which are called shout cats because of this band called Fat Cat Swinger. You may have seen them at the park.
We interviewed him in our podcast. One of my favorite podcasts that we had.
Just listened to it last week.
Yeah.
And my first shout cat is to Mark Kapitsky and Sean O'Kelly from Fat Cat Swinger, who have another band. It's called the Secret Agents,
which I do want to see.
That's your chance.
Okay.
Because on April 26th, they'll be performing at the Lulu's Cafe.
San Diego?
In San Diego at the Lafayette Hotel, which I checked out. It looks like such a dope retro spot.
Right.
But working that weekend.
and so the Secret Agent band is primarily what they theme it as like a 1960s era swanky,
cocktail lounging,
because they're the Fat Cat Swingers. It's more a big band Americana, and then now we're going into
10 years off from where big Fat Cat Swingers sound
little James Bond-esque,
yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of where it's going.
Get your tailored suits, get your beehive hairdos, and make it to Lulu's Cafe on April 26th. I wish I could go, guys. Good luck, man.
Things down below.
I have another shout cat to also friends of the pod and guests, Adriana and Caitlin from the Adventure Markets. We have been guests at their show. It's a Disney swap meet, crafts, everything. We've actually performed live there on 2 occasions.
So much fun.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Their next event, called the Magical Pixie Adventure at the Edwards Mansion, will be on May 11th. We cannot make it.
We all work that weekend.
If you want to look for cool stuff, Disney inspired, not just Disney, all over the place. Handmade goods, great food.
And their event is getting bigger and bigger every time that we go.
Well, we've seen like a lot of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. We've seen the Simpsons stuff. They have more things than Disney. I know, even though they own them too.
Yeah, but I think he was talking about just in scope. Remember, they started in like a parking lot somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And then it moved to a parking lot
in a high school.
Now it's this great event at this wonderful old school mansion, the grounds around it.
Right next to the County of San Bernardino Museum, I believe.
Yeah.
In the city by Redlands, or in the city of Redlands, close by there.
I mean, I hope we got in early enough on the ground floor, before they blow up completely, and then we have to pay more money to
get in there.
Hey, we're
hoping that we can go back to the next one. We'll see when the next event is. We don't know when it's going to be. They always try to announce it a couple of weeks after the event, their next event is done. So we'll see, because I know that we tried to get into the Valentine's one. That's when we wanted to start the pod again. But that one fell through. We had we both had really good ideas of like how to bring that back in the concept of like
remember I said something of some kind of like newlywed
game. I think that would have been
Disney
fun.
Couples.
That would have been fun, but it's okay. We'll save it maybe for the next year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
for Valentine's.
My last shout cat is to Herbert.
Sorry you couldn't make it there, buddy.
Sorry you couldn't make it to the show.
Sorry, Herbie.
But I just wanted to have a special shout cat. Herbert, he has a gaming channel.
Oh, yes.
It's called Oddest Commander, spelled ODDESTCOMMANDER. See how I was trying to like think about that?
Yeah, you gotta send that to me so you spell it again
one more time.
ODMBIG. But he games. It's on YouTube and TikTok. On Instagram, it's Oddest_Commander. He just posts these funny videos. A lot of him screaming, especially if he's playing like a scary game. But it's a fun little watch.
I've seen a couple of the ones that he's been playing, the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 2 game on PlayStation. So it looks pretty fun. He does have a good time playing it. If you want to hear cussing and fun, Go watch that channel right there.
Any shout cats on your end?
For me, shout out to director Isabel.
Oh, director Isabel.
I know you guys, so again, if you guys are new to the channel because it's been a while, director Isabel is my girlfriend, and she also is and helps us with the camera in the background.
Yeah.
So shout outs to my girl. She couldn't make it here today.
I could personally say that if the video is fucked up, it's because I
Of
did it
her.
today.
Is it even working right now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Look,
it should be on.
hold on. I'm not even joking. I want to check this.
Just flip it. Oh, he's gonna flip it. He's gonna flip it.
Hold on. Yeah, we're good.
Hey, it's on. Okay, yeah, we're on there. We're there.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, we're
It is
there. I
working.
see
It is working.
It's working.
There we are.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for coming back again because I know it's been hard for us to get together
And
again.
I've been busy.
Yeah,
we've
dude.
been
All three of
Yeah.
us have been going on. We're all going to share a little bit of what, a little bit involved Disney, a little bit not involved Disney, just been busy. But
Yeah,
it's nice to see
one
you guys
thing
again.
that we could tell new listeners or new viewers is that we are all nurses. We work at a hospital. In Eric's current position as a staffing,
He moved up.
he moved up.
Administration.
Yeah, he has it rough.
Rough right now.
Yeah,
Tough.
Making sure
right
that we
now.
have the proper.
Making sure you guys are doing your job.
But you know, we do this podcast for our love of Disney, our love of Marvel, our love of Star Wars, our
Just
love
getting
of
together because we're a bunch of nerds.
bunch of nerds, and that's the biggest thing. You know, doing this pod was been fun because it's just like hanging out with my good friends talking
Oh,
shit. So I told both these gentlemen before we started recording that I've missed them so much that I was listening to our older podcasts. Like in my car by myself in traffic, being like, "Yeah, guys,
Tears rolling.
I remember that.
I have friends.
I remember that. It's been a while.
I have it proof."
Got a wax.
And then
that's
even
the term that you use. We're having a wax.
Yeah, on wax.
On a wax.
And even the times I've seen him at work, you know, it's fleeting. Like I remember I worked a shift with you one time,
Right.
But then again, we can't really bullshit at work while you know.
Or we interchange because
Or the
usually I
other
work
day-
PM and he works
Yeah.
morning.
Or the other
So
day, I passed by Jonas, and all I did was like tap him
Yeah,
on the
he
shoulder.
tapped my back, and
And
then I saw him walk by me while I was talking to a patient's parent, and I was like, okay. Dumb. Well, anyway, sir, your
That
son is
reminds me-
psychotic.
Have you ever seen Scrubs? Have you ever seen Scrubs?
Yeah.
The Scrubs, the show?
The show Scrubs, where they talking about the world's loneliest man.
Hell am I kidding? Of course you fell for her act. You're the loneliest guy in this hospital.
Oh, no, he's not the loneliest guy. That's the loneliest guy. Watch this. Excuse me.
Like that matters. I'm not that lonely.
And he rubs him, looks like,
Oh wait, I guess this is like a weird shout. This morning I just saw that Donald Faison and Zach Braff have a podcast out called
yeah, they have it, and they talk about the Scrub episodes.
Yeah, fake docs, real friends, but they go through Scrubs one by one. I love that show.
That's
I didn't know that you love it too. But
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Let's do a Scrubs podcast.
Yeah. I love Scrubs, man. Scrubs is my
It was
show.
always that mix of like, that's the silliest, most absurd humor, and then, oh my god, that's so sad.
You know what episode I saw?
The Brendan Fraser one?
No. Oh, that was the one that gets me all the time.
Kills me.
The episode that I think made me a scrubber was season 1 when he was still a resident. And it's the episode where they talk about every day 3 people come into the hospital and one of them dies.
Oh.
But in this episode, I think each one of them has somebody they're working with.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, I believe, to be honest with you, none of them make it. And one of them was a grandmother who was like content with dying, and Zach wasn't able to accept it. He's all like, how are you just giving up like that? Oh, I did all my life, I did all this stuff. And he made a list of like all the things that like, okay, well, have you gone to the Eiffel Tower? Have you learned a new, language? Have you gone to a foreign country? And she did everything. And then like he was trying to convince her not to, just to give up. And at the end, it's all like, he was like, he's also
His voiceover comes
so then
on,
she's all like, okay, so don't you have to take care of other people right now? And he's like, oh, I'm here on my time off. He's all, so on this time off, you're trying to convince an old lady to to not die. He's all, how many things out of that list have you done? And then you're here talking to me. And then he's all like, whoa, like you're right. And then she's all like, how many times have you just sat on the grass and done nothing and just enjoyed that? So it made him think. And then like He's okay. And he's like, he gets up, he starts tinkering with like these all, and she's all, are you okay? And he's all like, he looks at her and he's all like, I'm scared. And then he leans in and she hugs him like a grandmother. And I was like, oh, tearjerker spot right there.
You, like I didn't.
They hit it like they just hit me because Scrubs was so good at giving you like the funny, but also giving you those times where you're just like, oh my god.
I didn't watch it when it was first run. I watched it on syndication.
Okay,
you know, like when it was on, I don't know, KTLA.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I saw it afterwards too. I didn't follow it on NBC.
And then I didn't know what to make of it. And then the more and more I watched, I was like, this is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Oh, man.
Speaking of lessons, I know that there's a quote from Dr. Kelso. That's my favorite. Nothing in life worth having comes easy.
Yeah. The episode where the girl was like trying to do the gastric bypass.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she was trying. and then she was trying to like not do it. She's not going to do the gastric bypass, and then he's all like, because she was scared because she's like, why if it's so hard, and then that's the line that he drops on her. Yeah. That was another good episode right there.
Yeah. Let's stop recording. Let's just watch some Scrubs.
Okay. I'm done.
I got a TV right here. I'm done.
But anyways, we're back in. Any shoutcats for you?
Shoutcast to Variant C.
Variant C.
She couldn't make it. She's asleep right now.
Yeah, she has to go to work.
She has to go to work.
Yeah, I was telling Variant E that I saw Variant C at work for a moment, and I was like, I've seen you more than I've seen Eric.
And then right now for me, it's even.
Tell him I miss him. Tell him I miss him.
Because sometimes I walk out, I see her walking in, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Cindy? Yeah.
So we always start. Oh, go for it.
And then second shout cat is Daniel Bernal. Even though
he's a frequent. He's mentioned on every show. But then you did it wrong. You did it wrong. It's always my trainer.
Daniel Bernal.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sorry, Coach. I swear I'll lose the weight. But at least I'm getting stronger.
He just ate a double cheese and patty smash burger here. Thanks for bringing the Portos to us, Eric.
Don't tell him about the Lucille.
He didn't finish it.
Don't tell him about the Lucille.
Well, I mean, it's protein.
What did you have actually?
Yeah.
What did you have?
Ribs?
I had ribs. I had tri-tip.
Oh, you had the
tips. A sauce, like jalapeno sausage.
Oh my god.
Hey, man.
Hey,
you're young, you're strong.
Yeah.
You still got
and brisket.
And brisket. Jeez.
And I'm not exaggerating.
A lot of protein. Now, what was the bad side that you had? What was the side that you had that was bad?
the peanut slaw.
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, the mac and cheese.
It's always
really
dry.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it. Sorry, Coach.
It's not. Yeah, you probably didn't even finish it. You probably finished more of the meat than anything.
Yeah.
It's all right, Coach.
It's all about the meats.
Protein is good in building muscle mass.
Yes, it is.
We're nurses.
We know.
Yeah. So we always spend the first portion of our show just catching up just like this, our shoutcats, and we kind of start talking about Disney news, the most recent Disney news.
Right. There's a few. There's a couple
there's
of
been
things.
a lot since it's been 4 months since we recorded.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you lead off because I have my own list.
Okay.
You got anything?
So I know that we've talked about the Disney Forward. I don't know if you talked about it before. If I talked to you guys about it, the Disney Forward plan.
No.
Disney Forward. So Disney Forward is an expansion project that was bought into the city of Anaheim for the Disneyland parks to expand Disney and DCA because we know how bad it's been at the parks lately. Anybody who is a park lover like Jonas and I know that Eric hasn't had his pass in a while. Yeah. Hopefully he can get it soon. But we noticed that there's no Tuesdays anymore. There's no days where there were days where people didn't
hang out leisurely. Yeah.
Now every day seems like it's a crowded day. And then I don't know, have you seen the videos lately of the spring break videos?
No.
Okay, so
I
the
didn't want to
exit
imagine
off of
that place.
Yeah, so like the people that take the bridge into the parking structure. Mm-hmm. So that goes back out and then actually eventually starts at the freeway, at the 5 freeway.
Yeah.
So it is literally way back there. So it's
down
causing traffic
along the freeway.
It's causing
the
traffic
exit
on the
Disney
freeway.
Way.
That's how bad the traffic is to get to the parks right now for spring break. So it's been really, really bad. So of course the plan is to expand the park to be able to expand the people Now, of course, you could also deliberate and say, hey, then that means that more people are going to come, which is true. There'll be more people that are trying to go because they want to see all the stuff that's new. Now, of course, they haven't talked about what rides, what lands might be coming, but the property or the area itself they have talked about.
I've seen the map, the top view, beep, right there.
Yeah.
Isn't it like near the convention center, like that area?
So the first one for DCA will be on the south side of the Pixar Pier Hotel, which is, I believe, the Pumbaa parking lot, which is used for downtown Disney. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the expansion to DCA. Now, how they're going to do it, if they're going to make a tunnel that goes underneath, which is, I believe, West Avenue or Disney Drive. I don't know if they're going to do underneath or do a bridge that goes over into the new land.
So it's just a new land, though. It's not a new park.
A new park. No, not a new park. Just an extension of DCA.
Okay.
Just so people could, see more. Same thing with Disneyland. So Disneyland's going to be the former downtown Disney area that's north of the Rainforest Cafe, the old ESPN zone.
Yeah.
That parking lot will be used for the expansion of Disneyland. Again, not knowing if they're going to build a bridge to go over or a tunnel to go under.
So they are expanding Disneyland itself.
So right now it has been approved. So phase 1 has been approved.
Okay. How do you feel about that? Because I know that Disneyland itself is a historical landmark. How do you feel about it, like expanding?
See, that's what's weird about it to me. Now that you brought that up, that's a good topic. I feel like Disneyland, we already tinkered with the original park, and it's already has been tinkered with before. So if you look at the old maps when it comes to Disneyland in its original state, it didn't have Critter Country. It didn't have, I believe, New Orleans Square. It just kind of like had the Jungle Cruise area, and then it went up to Frontierland, and then it went towards Fantasyland, and then Tomorrowland and back. So we didn't have that western portion of the park yet. Okay. So that expanded to that. Then we expanded to the north side, which added Small World and then Toontown. So Disneyland has already been tinkered with.
There's been a saying that Disneyland will never be finished.
Yeah, and that's this famous quote.
Yeah.
So it's cool, but it seems weird because it was such a weird addition and how far and how they're gonna. I don't know. It seems a little odd. But there's not only
they're
that.
They're heading the other way.
Yeah, they're heading west. Yeah, it's just weird. Where is the tunnel going to be? Is it going to be maybe towards the backside of Critter Country, where it just kind of like stops by Pooh and all that? Like right there, they can make the underground. I don't know what they're going to do. The other thing that they're going to do is on the east side, they have their employee parking, which they're going to make another completely new parking structure for that side.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, so there's going to be
another entrance?
Yeah, so there's going to be a bridge that's going to go over from the harbor side over harbor into it's going to be kind of like the length of those hotels, and it's behind those hotels. So it's going to be a little odd.
It's a little skywalk.
Yeah, so you're going to be walking from that side that way if you really wanted to too. So and then the other thing they're tinkering with is where Toy Story is, where the other place you can park to go into the parks.
That's way down the way, though.
They're thinking of making kind of like a Disney Springs because how Disney owns Garden Walk. Garden Walk's right across the street.
All across Garden Walk.
Walk over to this side.
But they're going to go over, what is it, Omni Hotel? One of those hotels can be like...
Yeah, I know, one of those hotels. Yeah. Which they could probably pay for. Or actually, they have they have a driveway area right there that they can just kind of like walk into.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of potential. Maybe since I don't really have a comment right now. I mean, I'm excited because it is something new for me, at least for all of us. But it just seems like if I could put it into like a plan, I'd probably maybe give a better opinion about it.
It feels like closer to how, I mean, nowhere near in terms of scope, but then a Disney World.
Almost.
A Disney World.
Or trying to get as many more people, But like, how do you do that in Anaheim? It's so many people own so much property around Disneyland now that you cannot expand like how you would want to.
Or the people would charge exorbitant amounts of money to do it. It's not just like some fucking swamp, gator-filled swamp that no one wants.
Right, exactly. That is so true.
I had like... that's a big lead off because all of my changes are pretty insignificant. Like I was going to talk about how Haunted Mansion is down,
right?
Because they're building up the new queue.
They're doing a lot of work to that queue right now.
I was going to talk about Tiana's almost done. Tiana's River Adventure.
Yeah, they have the water adventure.
I saw the animatronic for it. They posted up a video of the animatronic.
Very fluid.
It looks like the Chinese animatronics. So all the animatronics in Shanghai Disney, they look super realistic.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're not projection faces. Their faces, I don't know, some kind of weird fabric, but it just looks like moving cartoons.
Right.
Zootopia Land. Did you watch any of the videos about Zootopia Land?
I've heard about it. I know that they're building it right now.
No, it's done, dude.
Oh, it's done?
It's done, and then there's walkthroughs. There's videos of the ride. I have traveled to Zootopia Land on YouTube.
How does it look?
It looks like fucking Zootopia. It looks amazing. I don't know how you feel about Zootopia, but I really love that movie.
Crazy.
And then they have a ride that's a lot like it used the same ride system as Rise of the Resistance.
Okay.
Where you're in a Zootopia adventure on a trackless ride through Zootopia and all the different habitats, and then there's even a part where you get dropped, like just like in Rise of Resistance. Well, yeah, you haven't seen it yet. But it ends with this disturbing animatronic of Gazelle. Now, Gazelle is the pop star in Zootopia that's played by Shakira.
Right.
She's a gazelle.
Yeah.
Giselle the Gazelle. I can't remember her name. But it ends, the whole point of the ride is that you have to make it to, you have to rescue Gazelle because she's been kidnapped and then get her to her concert. And it ends at her concert.
Okay. And
then you see her on stage and she's like dancing around. And I watched this video of her dancing around a little bit longer than I should have. So for those of you who are new to the show, I'm the horny one. But I don't know. If you could find a way to superimpose video of Gazelle dancing right here,
and we are lucky
then I will be watching.
I'm going to look it
up. Like here. Pretend like you did do it. I'm just like, like she's this tall Gazelle and she moves her hips like Shakira.
Like Shakira does, yeah.
Singing her song, Try Everything. And I'm like,
so impressive that many have thought it's
chef's kiss. I mean, say what you want about Tiana, whatever, fine, but.
And then speaking about lands, how devoted and how Bob Iger keeps talking about, and he said it again. We're getting dang it slipped my head. Help me out here.
You gotta give me something to help you.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. Avatar, we're getting here?
You're getting here.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what they're going to throw into the Symbolot.
And to symbolize it, the original Imagineer who retired, building the one for Animal Kingdom,
Joe Rohde
is back working as an Imagineer with Disney.
Great. Oh,
so
man.
that was
we've talked in the pod about how great that land is.
Have you heard of Joe Rohde?
No.
Okay, so Joe Rohde is definitely... sorry, I was almost spitting here. He's
salivating.
Really, I know I'm salivating. I'm not happy over here. He is definitely one of the best premier Imagineers that we've had up to date.
He just got added to Disney Legends. Distinctive looking dude. You'll know him because he has huge ass earring holes.
Yeah.
And he hangs like fucking like his Disney security keys on it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's a stylistic choice, but just put a picture of his ear right here. Like this. It's as if he had gates before and he took them out like, what am I gonna do with this big ass hole? I know, I'll hang keys from it.
Yeah.
It's like it drags on his
he's
shoulder.
A little out there.
Yeah, but he's the one who engineered World of Pandora.
Yeah.
Wow. He's the one who made it look like those rocks are floating.
The way it looks right now. So imagine that.
That's my favorite
the ride.
Yeah. Just walking through there was awesome. I don't know. The whole land in general was amazing.
Yeah, you get immersed right away.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe that's what's going to happen there. Now, what's going to happen in that parking lot? They would be over Toontown. What could they extend Toontown? Maybe it's bigger Toontown. I don't know.
I know they have other office buildings behind Toontown that Disney owns all the way up to Ball, so they could. This is exactly how they did it with the Galaxy's Edge. Just bulldoze those bastards and expand it even more.
Super Mario Land. Come on, do it. Bring it over. You
bring the rights.
You
Bring
can
them
afford
over.
it, Disney. What the fuck?
Oh my god, dude, that would be awesome.
The Universal Studios is so far away.
What would be? Think about it though. What would be?
The logical
What would be
next
something
step?
that we can bring?
I mean, what
that
haven't they
been
done?
First off, something that has been done, and second that hasn't been done.
They could bring the Tron coaster, your
Right.
favorite ride of all time.
The one that I almost died. I could do that. Yeah.
They could bring tomorrow. Yeah, because if they were, then they could take Tomorrowland from where
It is now.
Well, not where, and then kind of connect it over Harbor over into that parking lot. But they'd have to knock down the Hotel Menage.
Not the Menage.
Not the Menage. It's not even the Hotel Menage anymore.
I know. It's like
I can't remember what
the
it's called.
4 points by like Sheraton or something like that. That's always gonna go down as a Menage to me.
The Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that's great, right? Yeah,
That would be good.
But it wouldn't. But it wouldn't make sense in Disney though.
Because they would have
They would have the other one, the Guardians of the Galaxy. That would have to be a different one. And then I know that it seems like they pulled back again from making that e-ticket ride in Avengers Campus, the one that they're talking about.
Oh, you mean
King
that
Thanos and all that stuff?
They're not doing it anymore.
It seems like they're backing away right now.
Man.
I don't. Maybe we'll get more information. D23 is coming around this summer. Another event that I would love to go to. I just don't know if I have the moolah to go because there's a lot going on in my life. But I would love to go to this D23.
How much are tickets? I know they just went on sale the other
remember,
day.
like 2 years ago, we looked into it, Eric. I think it was like 200 and something for the weekend.
Man,
When is that happening?
I believe it's in August.
Oh, okay. And
It's
then
July or August.
tickets are already sold.
No, they're not sold out.
They're not
They're
sold out.
still,
Yeah,
they're still there.
They went on sale sometime last
Yeah,
week.
but I think if since we're annual pass holders,
Yeah.
we can get our tickets for like, even your tickets like now compared to them like
Oh,
like
okay.
other
before
people.
it releases to the
before
public.
release to the
For,
public. Yeah,
pass holders.
I have my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Sylvia and her boyfriend Robert.
Shout cat.
Big Disney people. We're gonna go to Disneyland May 18th to hang out. Isabel gonna be kind of like a triple date thing with my other cousin.
Oh wait,
Jasmine
did
and
Isabel get
boyfriend.
her pass back or just buy
No,
her a
she
day
bought the
pass?
3-day ticket,
Oh,
the
okay.
SoCal
Yeah.
one. So we're gonna go and hang out. But I mean, I know Sylvia was telling me she wants to go to D23. She went to D23 before the pandemic. I remember that the one that before the pandemic, and that was a cool one because they had talked about Adventure Campus and all that stuff that was gonna come out. So now we all got that stuff.
So we'll see exactly what they have planned
Yeah.
for.
So D23 is basically the Comic-Con of
Anything Disney.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's like
the-
us.
Do they
us
have like an
and
exhibition
steroids, pretty
floor?
much. Yeah, they have exhibition floors.
Same as always, like booths and they have vendors.
They have vendors.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And they
Yeah.
have panels. I'm pretty
Vendors
sure.
that they have. So, for example, like the Noomies or the little, excuse me, the little,
Wemos.
yeah, those.
So the vendors would all be the officially licensed ones.
Yeah, it
Lounge
wouldn't be like,
flyers, things like that. Yeah.
Like, we can't do a podcast there.
Yeah,
Great,
yeah.
we can't do a
Yeah.
podcast. there.
Okay. that
Eric
makes
is
more sense.
also our convention guy. He goes to
convention
conventions.
specialist.
We'll be talking on his segment about his weekend adventures.
That's my week. One day.
Oh, day adventure.
It was supposed to be a weekend, but yeah,
Supposed to be a weekend.
That's so
But
sad.
I
We
was
didn't have a
sad
chance
and
to go.
depressed, but you know what? At least I got to go one day.
Right,
Yeah.
We'll
right.
talk about it in a bit.
We'll talk about it a bit, but yeah, there's just those things are going on at Disney right now, man. I'm just
It's really exciting because again, it's Disney is so different from how it was when we were kids,
right.
and to know that 30 years from now, 20 years from now, it's going to be different from how it is now.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, no. I hope I live.
I know. Well, you're doing your part.
That Filipino princess, man. Come on.
I hope the robot overlords
Don't
that take
slay
over the
us.
world will let us have a day pass to go to go to Disney Universe.
for 80-hour work weeks for the robots, right? Go to work slave.
Oh, so before I close out, I want to show off some of my acquisitions.
Ooh.
I also am very, very. I spend too much money on Disney bullshit.
I actually wanted Mickey, the statue of
Do you
Mickey.
know of this Mickey?
I do
I'll
not.
talk
Tell
about
me
more
about
in my segment, but this is my Golden Mickey Award.
Okay.
I got this recently on my travels. on a Disney cruise.
The cruise.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Yeah.
Actually, we did talk about that, though, didn't we?
No, we haven't.
No, we
knew
did,
that
we did,
I was
we
going
did.
to, but
Yeah,
we
you were
haven't
gonna go.
talked
Okay,
yet
okay,
about
okay.
it. Now, this guy, I wanted this for 2 years. This is Loki horns that they sold originally in Epcot, over by the Guardians of the Galaxy, right over there, and it was sold out. And then my wife came up with it and surprised me on Valentine's Day, and I was freaking out. And I swear to God, I wear this at the parks just to flex because no one has seen it before.
Right? Yeah.
And then, like when I'm walking, I'm just like hearing you. Oh my God, Loki horns! Or Loki's. He Loki. Yeah, Loki. Yeah. And then last time I went to the parks, I was wearing it. This dude went up to me with like, completely earnestly, is like, "Hey man, that's a cool hat." I was like, "Thanks, my wife got it from me. Happy Valentine's Day." but I love it so much.
That is so cool.
This one is, and I've called it my holy grail, and I've talked about this before. This is the one Disney collectible that I've always wanted. Well, not always, but for maybe the past 10 years. This is a Disneyland security badge.
That is awesome. Ooh.
It is official. Ooh. Now I can't say how I got it.
You can't disclose.
I can't disclose, but I finally own one. And I post a picture.
Interwebs.
Yeah, I sold my kids. Fuck them. Who cares? I can make more kids. But once I got it, I took a picture of it and I put it on my the Disney page I follow on Facebook called Everything Disney Parks. And then all of a sudden the likes came in, right? But then the comments came in, and then I got really paranoid. Because at one point, one person commented, my husband had one of those in his shop for years and it was recently stolen. And I was like, well, and I made up a story how I got it. Like, I found it in an antique shop for blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know, other people were like, "Hey, what's the back look like?" And I was like, it's scratched up. I can't read anything. These do have a serial number on the back. I can't read the one on the back of mine. And apparently, if you work for Disney, once you, as a security guard, once you're done with it, you have to give it back. So again, I'm glad I have one. I mean, I could have been a Disney security guard and got one legitimately.
You never know, right? Yeah.
Hey, actually, my wife, Swanee, she's a nurse too. She's a nurse practitioner. She actually seriously was thinking about maybe getting work as a Disney nurse.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because she was training a new employee who was talking about how they're actually a cast member for Disney.
Oh.
It's what put them through nursing school. And then she was like, "Don't quit. Fuck nursing. You should have stayed as a cast member."
Yeah.
Because all the benefits that they get as far as merch discounts, park discounts, hotels.
Yeah, because I believe you're a cast member. So if you're a nurse for Disney,
I mean, what would we do? It would just be like, you should drink some water. You're just hot. You know? I mean,
yeah, it just you're there pretty much to take care of the stupid people who didn't follow the directions of keeping their hands and feet inside the right at all times.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Hands grow back.
Because I've seen some of the nurses there. They have like a big ass backpack and they're walking around.
You almost needed one, though.
He was waving them off. I'm already a nurse. Don't worry.
I probably should have. Okay.
One of the first things, one of the things that I asked him when he almost died,
that
was
nurse.
like, "Do you want me to call a nurse?"
I probably should have.
I was like, "Fuck you." Wait, I'm trying to think about what episode that was, so new listeners could go back to his adventures with Tron.
When he almost
37?
died.
Yeah.
I think it was 37.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my god! Yeah,
And
no,
if
that was scary.
And if you wanted to,
that was scary.
If you want to see our adventures, we also, of course, you see the video where our video is posted on YouTube.
So we have a vlog, also our vlog of our adventures when we went to Walt Disney World last year. You guys can definitely look it up on Mousetopia, ENT on YouTube, where you will see this podcast and many of our other podcasts as well. If you're listening through any of your Apple products or Spotify or whatever, you can find us on YouTube, where you'll be able to see me almost die. Walt Disney World. This close to dying.
You could see how.
I don't know if it was a stroke. I don't know if it was dehydration.
So they do need nurses.
I don't know what it was, but it was a bad one.
Hey,
I'll be honest with you. I think it was just a panic attack mixed with dehydration.
Don't worry. It's water under the bridge. We're all here today, and we want to welcome you to season 3 of Mousetopia. Season 3.
And then right now we are probably going to take a little quick commercial break. We will come back with we'll talk about your story, and then we'll also hopefully connect with one of our frequent flyers.
Frequent flyers.
I got frequent flyers. Wapo,
unofficial 4th member of Mousetopia.
Yes. We will have talked to him about what's going on in his life and connect with what's going on in Disney Plus. There's a lot of cool things too. So we'll see you guys back in a little bit. So be right back.
Hello, foolish mortals. I am the Hatbox Ghost. You are listening to Mousetopia. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, and follow us on Instagram at Mousetopia_ENT. You wouldn't want me to follow you home now, would you?
Fuck y'all.
You may be wondering how we could have a podcast with no audio or video. But somehow
it happened.
All right, we back on?
We're making it work. Yeah, we got it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
All right, so during our break, I did call our friend El Guapo, but unfortunately he won't be able to make it via satellite. He's down. He appreciates the call, but his family's sleeping, so he can't be his loud
We're doing it all
raucous
late,
self.
guys.
Yeah,
it's okay. We'll get him next time.
We'll get him next time, but we love you, El Guapo.
We love you, Guapo.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. You fucking family man.
Damn freaking family.
God damn it. Fucking if I was him, I would wake up my family. I'd be like, you listen to Daddy talk.
You listen
about comics and cartoons. Motherfucker.
About what I love.
You sleep when I tell you to sleep.
That's what I told Tony one time. Like he was asking for overtime, and he's like, "Hey, do you think I can come to work at this day?" And I tapped him on the shoulder, and it's like, "You work when I want you to work." But then I'm like, "Okay, but please do work, but please do work,
please."
That's just funny, dude.
But, we're going to just jump in, and I'm going to give you, it's not really a different perspective, but I am going to.
Your perspective, though.
Yeah, my perspective.
Because none of us have done this before.
And it's the first time I ever done it. I went on my very first Disney cruise.
Hooray!
Actually, fellas, I got some bad news.
Uh-oh.
Now, again, I love Disney so much, and I love the parks, I love the hotels, I love well, of course, the movies and cartoons. Tony's never seen them, but
you've never seen any of the cartoons.
Stop spreading rumors about me, Eric. Jesus Christ.
The cruise, oh God, man. I mean, just ask me questions.
No way.
Just go bit by bit.
Let's go with the boat. How was a boat?
It's fucking all right. It looks all nice on all the videos and stuff inside. It's run down.
What?
There's carpet missing. The bed was like, it smelled really bad. It smelled like chlorine. And a mix of chlorine and like
pee?
Mildew. I don't know.
I'm just thinking pee because of kids. You know what I mean?
That was just our room, but even that whole terrible smell and was throughout the entire boat.
No.
I don't know if that was a sunken ship. Let's move on. What else was there?
How about your room? Tell us about your room.
No, that was your room. That was the room. I mean,
there's different tiers, right?
We were on the top. We were on the supposedly the highest tier.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
God. Okay.
I think the only one above us was like the 2-room suite.
How about the food?
Oh God, jeez, the food and fucking. It's like, yeah, it's all you can eat, but it's all you can eat crap.
Right,
like,
right.
Everything was bad.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese was dry.
Corn dogs probably. Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets were like they had like a big. They were frozen. Some of them were frozen.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, but then that's like just the whatever
chicken
buffet food.
nuggies.
I'm like the fine dining on like the special nights at dinner. I mean, everything was. It looked pretty, but then it. Oh God! They'll move on. What else?
Entertainment. How about what's going on with entertainment?
It sucked, dude.
What?
Like it was. They had like some shows, but then shows were all either lip sync or sung really badly. Their special effects are really shitty. Like they had. I think they wanted to make something look more amazing. That shoot glitter in there, but it just it didn't function correctly. And
it shot
I mean,
did it shoot everybody else?
What else? Just keep going.
What else, Eric? The pool. Was there a lot of pools?
The pool wasn't even open.
What?
It was open, and the days it was open, it was packed with just little kids pissing and shit, and then like they didn't even try and close it off, So
that's no.
I mean, I thought I'd be able to come and give better news, but honestly,
and you paid so much money for the tickets too. And it started in Vancouver all the way to San Diego, right?
Yeah, it was 4 days of hell.
Oh, man.
And honestly, the only thing I could really say about the whole endeavor is
April Fools.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
April Fools.
You know what? Because I was looking at it, and I'm like, my question was, "Hey Tony, what day's today?" I'm like,
the Disney cruise is the greatest fucking cruise I ever went on. I've been on Princess. I've been on Carnival. I've always loved cruises. I don't ever want to go on another cruise ship again.
Oh, wow.
I only want to do Disney cruises.
Did he get you?
No.
I warned him in advance I would do it.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know. But then,
you figured though.
No. Like in the middle of it, I'm like, wait a minute. What day's today? And that's why I was like, you can see in the camera. You're like,
I saw all his posts.
Yeah, you will see
happy.
like on the video. That I'm like,
wait a minute.
like, yeah, you can tell. You can see me.
I'll try to look it up.
Yeah, I'm like,
before we started, I told him I had this plan, and I was like, but I don't know. We might get sued or something.
But that was pretty good though. That was really good.
Oh my God!
I was gonna ask before he announced it. I'm like, what day's today?
Yeah, what day's today?
That was.
You gotta watch out.
It was. Oh God, I love. Ask me all those questions again.
Okay, well let's go back to when you started. So you guys flew into Vancouver.
So the thing is that there's several Disney cruise ships. We were on the Disney Wonder, and they have different ports of call or different I guess cruises.
Yeah.
Some go to the Bahamas, some go to like Alaska, just like any other cruise ship. This one took off from Vancouver, and it was a 4 days straight to San Diego.
Right.
So remember, most cruises you would go a little bit and you spend a day at sea, then dock somewhere and have adventures, and go back and dock again and have adventures. So this was 4 days, just the boat. So I was already nervous. I was like, will I get bored? Will I feel like get cabin fever?
Right.
But honestly, like everything about that cruise was designed so you never ever get bored, and you never ever feel cramped up or cooped in. Our room was so cute because I've been on cruises before where you feel very claustrophobic. There's one little porthole. We did spring for the better room, so we had like a balcony and a little deck.
Nice.
But then
I've seen you posting that video on Facebook.
But then they did so much with this. Again, it's a small room, but they did so much with space. There's me, my wife, and my 2 kids, and then there's a queen size bed. There's a great idea that I haven't seen before. The shower has its own room, and the bathroom has its own room. So two people could use the bathroom at the same time. As opposed
you can blow it up or you can shower.
Yeah. And then even like the area, there's a TV and like a couch and a desk and a mirror and all that, like a vanity. But then there's also a pull down bed above the couch, and the couch itself turns into a bed. So that's where our kids slept. But it was also like very, very well kept. We found out that the Wonder is one of their oldest ships, and it didn't feel like an old ship.
Wow.
I mean, there are newer ships that are out, and there's one coming up that they've been talking about. I don't know if it's the Treasure was the last one. But then we didn't even realize it was an old boat until like we oh hey, that was 1998. I guess they're continually plussing the boat, changing the decor and the shows and stuff. The food was great.
That's awesome.
I mean, like, I've had fine dining, whatever, but then it felt like fancy Disneyland food, like Carthay Circle type food, Steakhouse 55 type food. And then there were some like meals where we're like, that was all right. But then there are some meals where like I would be shocked if I didn't pay fucking $200 for this steak at anywhere else.
It's inclusive, right? It's all inclusive.
It was all included. Like the way the food works is that there are 3 nights where you have dinner, and I'm sorry. Of course, you have dinner every night, but then there's 3 nights where every dinner is at one of their theme restaurants. So on this boat, there was a place called like Animator's Palette, which is all themed to animation.
That's cool.
And the artwork and stuff. And then there's one that was themed after Princess and the Frog, so you're in Tiana's restaurant. And there's one at their biggest restaurant called Triton's.
Okay.
And then
that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and then they have like a set menu. They have a menu that you could have several choices of, and you could choose like as many starters you want, as many salads as you want, as many main courses you want, and as many desserts you want. But you want to be a gentleman, be like, I'll have that. I didn't want to be a gentleman. I was like, I'll have all the appetizers. If I don't like the steak, then could I have the shrimp?
That's awesome.
And then even for my daughter, they and my son, they have the kids options too. And then every night they had a variation of a chicken finger and a variation of a corn dog or some shit.
Oh my gosh.
But then for the other meals, like they have a buffet there where there's something you'll like there at the buffet. And then and just like any other buffet, they have their crab legs and their shrimp and stuff, but they have a selection of different dishes, Asian, Mexican, good old American. And then in between meals on the top deck where the pools and the sun chairs are, they have a bunch of little like quick service eateries where you could get like
finger foods.
You could get your hot dogs. Cool. You could get they had gyros. They had lighter options like salads and acai bowls and shit.
Acai bowls.
And then they had a pizza place called Pinocchio's Pizzeria?
Okay.
Where you could just get pizza at any given time.
Oh.
Like oh yeah, I'll have 5 slices of pepperoni and 2 slices of mushroom and stuff.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
There'd be times like this is how bad it got sometimes. So of course, like in between adventures on the boat, the kids would just want to hang out the room, watch TV, or play on their iPads. They didn't do it a lot. But then there are times where they're just hanging out in the room. I'm like, all right, I want to go explore the boat. And I go up and I'm like, I'm going to get a bratwurst. I'll get 2 slices of pizza. And then I'm going to go grab a plate of fries. And then I just took it and just ate it all up. Went back down the room like, all right, time for dinner. And then we put on my suit and go to fucking Triton's and have like the Chateaubriand. With
nice. So you had a little bit of everything. Then you had something, from the cheapest to like the most expensive. Not the most expensive, and then
there were some things that you had to pay for. The thing that you had to pay for were like snacks, like candy. Like if you want to buy candy, it'd be like $2, $3. You just charge it to your room. Smoothies, alcoholic drinks, those you had to pay for. And then at one of the bars, it was based on Princess and the Frog. They had beignets, but it wasn't our Disneyland beignets. Oh. But the thing is, they were better. It was weird. It felt like not better. It was just different, but it was like so satisfying. It was
maybe
like
the better because it's more traditional. Maybe
no, it was less traditional. They looked like little. I could tell they were frozen, but for some reason they hit the spot. Yeah, the shows, the entertainment. So as far as entertainment, they had activities in the different clubs on the whole boat.
Okay, like
they had activities for kids, and they're split up between ages, like from infant on to teenagers, they all had their own different things. For adults, they had different bars and clubs and stuff, and it's the same stuff you'll see anywhere else, like karaoke, but they had other things too that were specific to Disney. Like, if you ever been to California Adventure, they have like something called the Animation Academy where they teach you how to draw characters, and they had different, events at these different cafes and bars, like learn to draw Goofy, learn to draw Donald, and you just follow along with a video while the host would take you through and add specific things. So that was fun. There's a thing where we made our own animation cells. Yeah, it was like a cheesy kind of thing.
That is really cool, though.
But it was like we took a sheet of plastic and then we outlined a Disney character and then we had paint and painted on it and stuff. I don't know. I mean, like,
I saw that one of your videos had you guys doing karaoke one night.
I mean, karaoke is common on every ship, but it was fun here because we got pushed to Disney, you know. So then I sung Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yep, I saw that.
I killed a Taylor Swift song. Killed in a good way.
Oh yeah, better.
Yeah, and then as far as entertainment, the stage shows. So they had 3 big stage shows, which are about an hour and a half at their biggest theater called the Walt Disney Theater. And then the first day was the Golden Mickeys, which was basically a fake award show.
Right.
Yeah, and then they sold this as a prop. And as soon as here's how great it was. I was watching it, and I was like, I have to buy that right now. And I left the show and ran to the gift shop to buy it and came back so I could hold it during the rest of the show.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And then they had...
Do you want to see it really quick?
Yeah,
I wanted to see the front of it.
The Golden Mickeys.
Hold it. There you go. Wow, it's actually pretty hefty.
Yeah, you could take out several children with it.
I'd like to thank the Academy and all the small people.
Yeah.
The Golden Mickeys. Wow.
And that was, and I don't know spoilers, but it was just framed as like an award show. So then it'd be like,
the Oscars almost.
Yeah, it'd be like award for our best villain is Cruella DeVille, and then Cruella DeVille would come out. Oh, well, we got our Kill Tony segment. We got it. I was still thinking about what we're gonna do.
I was gonna pick it up like, I won, and then you just kind of
And then another night they had Frozen. And then it was legit live action Frozen. I never saw the Frozen show at California Adventure.
Okay.
But then I imagine it was a lot like this.
Yeah.
Like they had an Olaf puppet with someone performing it, and then they had they just basically ran through the entire movie, all the songs.
That's so cool.
And then the last night was the show called Dreams. I don't remember the exact title, but all it was like the story of a little girl who goes to bed and has dreams, and she dreams of all these Disney characters, and it runs through like greatest hits of all these Disney songs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, and then it was very high quality Broadway style, amazing performers and dancers. You know, it wasn't chintzy, it wasn't cheap. And you know the special effects were great, where all of a sudden starts bubbles, and all of a sudden there's like snow, and like it was all the great things about any other cruise, but then with Disney magic. They had character meetups, which we tried to avoid, but there's some where we have to go. Where
what kind of characters? Like who was there? I know Mickey was there.
Mickey was there.
Top 5 are usually there. Donald, Mickey, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy.
They had all the princesses. They had this one thing called a royal engagement, where it's a meet and greet with all 5 of the main princesses.
Oh, okay.
Tiana, Ariel, Cinderella, Belle.
That's cool.
My daughter did that, and then. But here's the thing, it's a racket too, because what you do these meet and greets, and of course you give them your camera and they take pictures.
Right.
But then the professionals take your pictures, and then that's how they get you. Now again, I'm always going on the more cynical side of Disney. I acknowledge it. It exists. Disney wants money. You meet with these characters, you take pictures, and they're like, oh yeah, and then our professional photographer will take pictures of you.
Of course.
And then all of your pictures you could access at this kiosk where you scan your ID, and then it shows you all the pictures you took on the boat. And then you're like, oh, I want to buy that one, that one, that one. Like, okay, you want them, don't you? Well, we have different packages. So if you want 4 of them, it's $79. You want 10 of them, it's So that's how they get you there. What else? They had 2 stores. They only had 2 gift shops, one for all the kids and one for the adults, higher price stuff. And even though we know it didn't, I knew it didn't change on a daily basis. I went there every day and found something to buy.
That's cool, though. That's really cool.
I mean, like, as far as everything that Disney has to offer, you had it there. Okay. The only thing you didn't have was rides. And even with my my April Fool's joke, I could say that the pool was closed for like 3 days, but only because it was fucking freezing. Once we got into San Diego and started warming up, the kids' pool literally was arm to arm full of kids. No shit or piss, thankfully. But then here's the cool thing too, and this is for your Disney adults. On the top deck, there's a section that says 18 and up. And then it's like magic. I don't know if they have like different soundproofing or whatever, but you go from the raucous, crazy kids area, arm to arm with kids in the pool, and you pass through this gate, and all of a sudden, quiet. 3 people in the pool, 1 person in the jacuzzi. They serve alcohol here. So again, if you're a Disney adult, you got some for you.
Yeah, take the Wonder Cruise, guys. Yeah. Wonder Cruise.
All right.
Is that something that you would like to do sometime in the future? I know that you talked about it in the past.
I know directors when I talked about taking a cruising just in general, like the Carnival cruises and stuff like that. But the way that Jonas puts it in perspective, you got to make it Disney.
You got to make it Disney.
You got to make it Disney. You know, have you been on a cruise, Eric?
I've never been on a cruise.
Make it Disney.
I'm scared of
what,
the
sharks?
I'm scared of the ocean too. I'm scared of how they say rogue waves. And
well, let me tell you about that. They're like, we were seasick. Me and my kids were seasick for the very first day. Okay. It almost took us out until we discovered Dramamine. They had Dramamine, and then after that it was fine. And then we got used to the boat. But yeah, that first day was fucking rough. But yeah, I fully endorse it. Okay. Before you leave, right? They say, "Hey, guess what? You could reserve your next cruise and get 10% off." And we fucking did. We have 3 years. We're hold on to for the next 3 years. If there's a cruise want to go on, at least we got a bed there for 10% off.
Okay, well, that's cool though.
Yeah,
I would have taken that.
Yeah,
I would have taken the reservation. Reserve me now. Put me down for my next boat ride.
Yeah.
And then, how would you rate it? 10 being the best.
I mean, I will say I haven't been on enough cruises to give it the best.
Yeah.
And I know that there's other Disney boats out there, newer boats. But I will say like 9.
A 9.
Like
solid 9.
I said that I don't want to spend all my vacations on cruises,
of course.
But I want to go like maybe every other vacation to be a cruise, and from now on I want every other vacation to be a Disney cruise.
That is so cool.
Because I saw a video of you running as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, hey, speaking of that,
was awesome.
So they had a pirate night, and then I always go extra with costumes.
Yeah.
So the week up to it, we were planning these costumes. I thankfully had a bunch of stuff to like put together for a costume, and I wore it on the boat. And then just to flex again, like every other dad had like a striped shirt with a bandana, right? And I come in with my fucking gear, and and people were like, "Oh, there's Jack Sparrow, right?" And then they're like, "Can I take a picture?" Like you're Jack Sparrow, right? Like no. I'm like, oh, can we take a picture with you anyway? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then
what the hell?
And then one of the cast members on the last day when we were saying bye to everyone's like, "Hey man, I just want to tell you, I've been on 4 tours, which is 6 months. Like they go on 6-month contract. I've been on 4 contracts. You're the best pirate costume I've ever seen." I'm like, thank you. I really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
So one thing that popped in my mind when I saw that, I'm like, did Jonas bring his Captain Jack Sparrow costume just so that he can recreate?
That is so badass.
We packed 1 luggage, just our pirate costume.
I was gonna say like, oh, he did it all for that one shot. I'm like, talk about commitment. This guy's a man.
I would have done it. Yeah. Good job, Jonas. That is so good.
So I just want to give a shout cat to our servers. So you're assigned someone who takes care of your room and 2 servers for the whole week. Okay. And they follow you for the whole week. Every restaurant you go to, they're there. So shout cat to Marcellus and Ari. You guys were awesome. And you should know that because I left that tip. Real quick, tips. So you're only so we tip off you give tips to anything you buy with cash, and you just sign something and they throw it in your account.
Okay.
But for those servers, your 2 servers and the person who cleans your room, and for some reason the head of the restaurants, at the end of the week they give you like this card that says, here's their names, here's the suggested tip, and if you want to give them this money, take this card, rip it off, put it in the envelope, and give them the envelope. So they make it real easy for you, you know. And honestly, I was like, yeah, give it to them. They're fine. They're amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
That's so cool.
So that's about it.
Let's do it right now, and then what? We're gonna go and talk about WonderCon, right?
I'm not sure.
You know what? Let's talk about it really quickly before like.
Yeah.
Because it's really gonna be short. To make a long story short, I did request for a vacation months ago, and of course I have a new role. I have a new job where we work at. Got denied. Obviously.
Assholes.
And it's him. He said
they don't know where we work. They don't know where we work.
I love my place of business. The best hospital in the world.
Me too. This guy does it.
Kaiser Permanente.
He tries to get a job with Kaiser. He's just like,
we heard
you
like Disney, don't you?
Sorry,
you're the guy that said Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah.
But anyways, I already bought the tickets, and I was not gonna lie, I was kind of depressed a little bit because as you know, convention.
Didn't we talk about Comic-Con as well coming up this summer and how you might not be able to go? Well, you are going to go this time now.
I am going to go for sure.
Because I think you bought the 4-day ticket.
I bought the 4-day ticket for sure. I won't be able to go for the Thursday and Friday one.
Yeah, but those are
the Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Variant C going?
She is.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. At least she's going to be able to experience what... Wait, she's been to one, but not that one. She was at LA Comic Con.
She went to LA Comic Con with me. I know that you went to Ontario Comic Con with me, so
I did.
I'm happy that you will be able to.
I kind of want to go to the one this year in May with you, but we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
But how was your 1 hour at WonderCon?
So
I saw you, Matt.
My girl, like convinced me because she knows how important it is for me
to
go to those conventions, because I kept telling her, I'm not going to go because if I do go, I'm just going to be really, really sad.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do the full thing. And she kept telling me, well, what if you just go early and then go to work right after?
That sounds like a great idea.
Wait a minute. I'm like, you know what? I have insomnia. I'm not going to sleep anyways.
Did you sleep at all? Saturday night going into Sunday? Did you sleep?
What do you think?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
Of course not.
Oh my
of course
God,
not.
Fumes.
I did go, and then I met this guy, the nostalgic Latino.
I saw that picture. Yeah.
But it was pretty fun. I didn't go to any panels. I did go because I only went for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
I bought like a bunch of stuff, but you know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret not sleeping.
Good. I mean, you should. I'm glad
you have to
went.
be true to yourself.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Suffer for your art.
I know.
Hey, real quick. Talking to our good pal, coworker Arch.
Yeah.
You doing that PowerCon thing with him?
Oh, the Power Morphicon.
Yeah,
Yes.
What the hell is Power Morphicon?
So it's a convention for Power Rangers.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
I can't wait to see those pictures.
Yes. So I guess he knows somebody.
Yeah.
Who was a producer from the
That's
show.
right.
So
He knows somebody.
He knows somebody.
Arch likes the fuck. I love you, Archie, baby.
I can't wait. Because he's talking about possibly having a dinner with the cast. So I'm like, okay, what? I'm trying to be cool about it. I'm like, you know what, Arch? I'll take you up on that offer.
Meanwhile, I totally just I fucking steamrolled you when he told me Eric's gonna Eric loves fucking Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
it's his favorite.
So was he really being sincere? Like he was asked because, again, like some of us know the connection, but I mean, was he really being sincere? Like trying to invite you to hang out?
Yeah,
that is really nice with Arch. Shout out to Arch.
Shout out to Archie.
I love Archie. But if it does happen, you gotta be cool.
Yeah, don't be a fucking nerd.
Just walking with your autograph book. It's like,
he has all his toys like this, like he's not carrying anything. Like, hi guys,
I love you. Yeah.
I'm gonna be cool and be like, so.
Oh my god!
But the minute I see them, I'm like,
how was dinner? Oh, just cried for 3 hours straight.
Five people that I don't even know looking at me all weird.
Dude, I spent the whole night talking to Power Rangers. What'd they tell you? They kept asking me if I was okay. They kept asking me if I needed a tissue. Oh, and this one guy, he touched me. How did he touch me? He kept picking me up off the floor. I kept falling. He kept picking me up.
Oh my god! I kept crying like a little bitch. That's cool. I mean, you know what? I don't blame him. This is like, well, I don't know if it's the same because I mean, it is. You know, if I met Walt Disney, it would be different. But
it would because it'd be you holding a dead body.
Yeah. If he was alive, Jonas. If he was alive.
All right, so we're I guess 2 segments, but 2 power pack segments.
Yeah, and I want to apologize real quick. You probably seen me. My battery's running a little low.
Yeah. No. Full disclosure. This morning he was in Tijuana.
I was in Tijuana.
Yeah, and I was
early in the morning. I got up at 6 in the morning. I actually got up at 5 in the morning to shower. After working and getting off of work at 11:30 last night.
No, but I
got home at 12:30. Didn't go to sleep till almost 1 or 2. Then wake up at 5. So it was a tough day today.
So he's on 5 hours, but then I really appreciate.
But I mean, really wanted to do this, guys, and I didn't want to shut down. So if you guys see me cutting off a lot towards Jonas when he's talking, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm gonna push it towards Jonas. I woke up right out towards the end. But during the segment of Disney, I was like,
I do want to see though, like on the edited version of it zooming onto your face when Stewart's like.
Hey, you know what? We didn't get to the heavy breathing though. So we're
it might be in there.
We don't know. This is just incentive for the audio people to watch the video.
The video portion of this.
All right, so let's close up, guys.
Yeah, this was fun. At least we caught up.
Season 3. Usually we have three segments, but we're in closed up. But hey,
plus because both of us work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, fucking hey, goddamn it. Yeah.
It is what it's already 10 o'clock. 10:17, so we gotta get to bed.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys for coming back. For the people that have thought that we died, we didn't die. We're back.
Here. You can't fucking kill us.
We ain't fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then for all the people that are new,
I've tried killing him.
Oh yeah,
I've tried killing him.
He's gonna try right now.
Hey, every episode, Eric kills Tony.
And watch the Instagram Mousetopia_ENT. You will see the pictures hopefully soon.
Lips all the time.
Just like Walt Disney.
Love you guys. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for being a part of the ride. We'll be back soon. Thank you guys for watching.
Hey.
Fashion!
We yell fascist at the end of every episode.
Bye.
Be sure to bring your death certificate.